Hello, everyone. What is going on? Going live on IG, on Facebook, in the High Performance Agents Facebook group, the YouTube channel. We're going live everywhere. Guys, we are going to discuss something that's crucial. If you're a real estate agent, stick around. Okay. If you're anyone, actually, if you're someone who has a business that wants to see their business grow, then stick around. But this is going to be geared primarily towards real estate agents. However, there's going to be topics in here and tips that you can use to create better content. We're going to get into it soon. We're just going to let people trickle in right now. What's going on? A bunch of people jumping in on Instagram. Guys, like I said, stick around if you want to learn how to create content that generates results. Create content that generates opportunities, that generates leads. Okay? Stick around. This training is going to start in about 10 seconds. Stick around. All right, guys. And welcome back to HPA, High Performance Agents. My name is Taj Howell, and for the last 8 years, I've been a performance coach. I've helped transform thousands of people's lives from a standpoint of physical fitness, from a standpoint of health and well-being, and from a standpoint of relationships, business building, everything. I'm here today back with episode 51. Guys, I can't believe we crossed the 50 mark. We're on episode 51 right now of High Performance Agents. And we're going to be discussing creating real estate content that generates opportunities. Sorry, I had a call come in. Creating real estate content that generates opportunities. Okay. First and foremost, when you're creating content, especially in real estate, the most important thing you got to understand is who's your audience. Okay. So if you're a real estate agent and your audience is buyers, then you're going to speak to them a lot differently than if you're going for listings. Okay. Right. If you're in real estate and your audience, the audience that you're looking to connect with are people that are looking to buy commercial real estate, then the way that you're going to speak to those people is a lot different than the way that you're going to speak to a regular buyer for residential. So you've got to know your audience, number one. You've got to know what your specialty is. Are you a luxury real estate agent? Are you commercial? Are you residential side? Do you do it all? Are you a broker? Who do you serve? Okay, so know your audience, number one. The second step when it comes to creating content that actually generates opportunities is going to be to connect to their desires, okay? To connect to the benefits of what you offer. Not just tips and tricks and hacks and stuff like that. We want to actually speak to the benefits that you provide, right? So if you have listings all across, let's say Arizona, okay, and all these listings are great investment properties, great investment opportunities, maybe for a person who's doing fix and flips or an investment, a person who's interested in investment to create cash flow, then you're going to speak to those people. You're going to speak to the benefits that those properties are going to create. You're not going to talk about, oh, it's a 5-bedroom, blah, blah, blah. It's this and this and this. You're not going to talk about the details of the actual property. You're going to talk about the benefits of what happens if you invest in that property. If you're seeking out investors, people that want these opportunities. So you've got to know your audience, number one. You've got to also connect to their desires, connect to the benefits that your property can provide or your service can provide. Okay. The third thing is that it's extremely important to utilize what your audience is consuming. Okay. So here's the trigger that I want you guys to understand. A lot of real estate agents that I see, most of the ones I work with at least, will post a shit ton of just sold, just listed signs on Instagram, and they call that social media. Okay. That's what they do. And that's great. You can do that. The social proof, it shows that you're active in your marketplace, you're making stuff happen, you're getting deals closed. But what it does not do is you're not using what the person that you're trying to generate opportunities with is consuming. Okay. Does your ideal audience listen to podcasts every day? If they do, you should have a podcast, right? Is your ideal audience on TikTok? Right? Most people might say no. but you'd be very, very surprised. Very surprised. There's a lot of high-end real estate influencers that I personally follow on TikTok right now that have over 1 million followers, and they're generating business from TikTok. TikTok isn't just for kids anymore. It's not just for dances and stuff. It's for people in business, okay? So you got to use what they're consuming. Are your clients, are your ideal clients on YouTube? If they are, what are they searching? How can you create a video that answers their questions on YouTube? Get creative with it, okay? The next thing is to use their language, all right? And what I mean by this is very, very simple. The way that you're going to speak to a client who is an accredited investor who's looking for a commercial real estate deal is a lot different than the way that you're going to speak to a first-time home buyer, okay? Your language needs to align with the language that your ideal prospect, your ideal client, the person who you're trying to generate opportunities with, speaks. Okay? If you're speaking in very surface level terminology like you would with a first-time home buyer, the person who you're trying to connect with in the commercial real estate industry is not going to take you seriously. Okay? Your lingo, your language needs to be aligned with who you're going for. Okay, so that's the next thing. The fifth thing, okay, so we've done 4 things already. Guys, I'm giving out so much value. If you're loving this right now, I want you to drop a heart, drop a like. Let me know that you guys are enjoying this. If you're listening to the podcast right now, share it with somebody who needs to hear this. Share it with one of your friends in real estate. Share it with your team because, guys, this is valuable, valuable stuff. Number 5 is to use the algorithm on whatever social media channel you're using to your advantage, okay? And so what does algorithm mean, right? I know that there's a lot of trainings on this, but I'm just going to do this for free, and I'm going to make you guys understand something. Think back to when Facebook first came out. What was everybody doing on Facebook? Everybody was reading posts, okay? Fast forward until Instagram came out. Guess what happened on Instagram? People started looking at photos. Oh my gosh, there's photos. What? There's photos too, it's not just words. Guys, you remember this? Then what happened was Vine came out. Who remembers Vine? If you remember Vine, hit the heart. Let me know you remember Vine because Vine was 15-second videos and it blew everyone's mind. It was like the craziest thing anybody ever seen. It was like canned bread. I know canned bread doesn't exist, but still, Vine. The next thing was TikTok. Well, there's Musical.ly and other couple things in there, but let's just say TikTok, right? TikTok is videos, tall form, swiping, and now everybody has all of those things. So you've got to understand the algorithm changes depending on what types of content people consume. So if you're just building content that's written, like how people were consuming it back in 2007, do you think your content is going to get the eyeballs that it needs to get? No. Are you going to generate opportunities from those? Not necessarily, because you're not going to be getting new eyeballs on your page. And the only way a business grows is by breaking through obscurity and for the world to know who you are. Okay? And so we've got to use the algorithm to our advantage. And so what is the best thing to do right now in terms of algorithm growth? The best thing that you could use right now is Reels on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook has Reels now, guys. Okay, I don't know if anybody knows this. I don't have it because they haven't rolled it out in Canada yet, but you should have it if you're in the United States. Facebook has Reels. So use the Reels on Facebook, use the Reels on Instagram, use the Reels on TikTok. The other one that most people don't do, and I'm going to say this really close to the microphone so that the people on the podcast really and truly understand how important this is YouTube Shorts, okay? My YouTube channel has grown by I think I had 20 subscribers on YouTube because I don't use YouTube. I'm at like 200 subscribers, I think. Hold on one second. I just got paused on. Sorry, guys, lost you there for a second. I have an app timer on my Instagram and it kicks me out every 15 minutes. But we're back live. YouTube Shorts is extremely powerful because YouTube is a search engine. So if you take your content that you're creating on TikTok and you take your content that you're creating on Reels and on Facebook Reels, and you reword it into words that people search on YouTube, your YouTube short will end up in people's search feed on YouTube. So if you're trying to connect, again, let's use the commercial real estate side. Okay. If you're trying to connect with commercial real estate investors, why don't you create a video about investing in Dallas in specific niche real estate that yields a high return on investment, 8 to 10% plus, if that exists. I don't know if it exists. I'm just saying like good numbers. Okay. Make a video on that and call it how to get a return of 8 to 10% or more per year on commercial real estate deals. Make it into a 15 or 30-second short. People are going to search that on YouTube. And guess what's going to happen? Your video is going to be searched and found on YouTube because it's a search engine. Imagine if Google gave us the opportunity to make Reels. Like, no one in their right mind wouldn't do that. But guess what, guys? Google owns YouTube. YouTube is a search engine. So use YouTube Shorts to your advantage. They're huge. I'm growing like crazy on YouTube right now. All right. So that's the other thing, is use the algorithm. And guys, remember, all of these short style videos, the 15 to 30 second videos right now are popping off. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts are all the same format, which means you can use one piece of content, maybe change the title a little bit with a different hook, different headline for the same video so that it's searchable on YouTube, post it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and generate thousands, if not tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views on your videos. And I'm going to give you an example. Okay. I'm going to give you an example, but I'm trying to think of how to do this because there's going to be people listening on the podcast. So I want to kind of describe to them what I'm seeing. And I'm going to share with you guys the account that I want you to go to. It's actually my wife's account on TikTok. And you'll be able to see the kind of views a person can get by creating the right type of content on the right type of social media platform. Okay. So use the algorithm. That's number 5. Let me do a quick recap because we're at the 12-minute mark. If there's anybody new here, we're talking about creating real estate content that drives opportunities. Okay. And if you're not a real estate agent, that's fine. You can still use these tactics, but this is primarily for real estate professionals. So stick around if you have a business or if you're in real estate. The 5 things that I've gone over so far that generates opportunities in real estate. Number 1 is knowing your audience. Okay. Understanding your audience. Number 2 is connecting to their desires and the benefits that they want to achieve, not necessarily just telling them about a property or telling them about what you do or telling them about who you are. What's in it for me radio? WIIFM. What's in it for me? That's all you need to do. You need to deliver what's in it for them, okay? Connect to their benefits, their desires. Number 3 is to utilize the type of content that they're consuming, okay? A lot of very rich people listen to podcasts, okay? Like a lot of very, very wealthy people listen to podcasts. That's why there's not that many podcasts. I think there's something stupid like 25,000 podcasts on Apple Podcasts. That's it. And there's 7 billion people on the planet, okay? And mine is one of them. So you should check it out. You should listen to it, okay? But guys, wealthy people listen to podcasts. So if you're looking to get wealthy people, make a podcast, right? Use the content they're consuming. Number 4 is to use their language in your content. Use their language. Okay. Again, like I said, I'm going to use the 2 polar opposite ends of the spectrum again. A commercial real estate investor versus a first-time home buyer. The way that you talk to both is completely different, right? So you've got to know how you know your audience, connect to their desires, and then speak to them in the way that they understand and they can respect. Okay. Number 5 is to use the algorithm. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute. This might be a little bit of a longer episode, so guys, bear with me. I want to make sure that you guys get a full understanding of how to use and create content that actually moves the needle in your business, okay? Number 6 is a call to action, okay? And what I like to do is I like to always give out at least 2 pieces of valuable content before I do any sort of call to action. The call to action would just be reach out to me or give me a call for your real estate needs, or, DM me the word invest if you want to learn how the Texas, I don't think there's real estate in Texas right now that can generate 10%. There might be. We'll see. But let's just say, DM me, invest right now if you want to learn how to make 10% per year on your real estate investments, right? And then people are going to DM you. That's a CTA, but give out value first, okay? Now, those are the 6 things that I wanted to go over. What I want to do now is I actually want to share my screen, okay? Unfortunately, on Instagram, I'm not going to be able to do this, but I might just move the camera around because like you guys are here and I want to still help you, okay? But if you're listening to this on the podcast, what you're going to do is you're going to pull up TikTok, okay? And if you don't have TikTok, what are you doing with your life? Okay, first of all. Second of all, get it. Third, if you don't have it, that's fine. You can still go on TikTok and just look it up. If you don't want to get the app, you don't want to download it, that's fine. Just go on your computer, go to TikTok and type in, let me just find her right now. 1 second. Oh, hold on 1 second, guys. I got to find this on, actually don't know her username. My bad. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me find it on TikTok. For those of you in the podcast right now, just allow my words to stay with you. I'm currently finding this for you, okay? Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, go to Josie Sells DR. Okay, guys, I'm back. Go to Josie Sells DR on TikTok. Josie, JOSIE SELLS DR. Josie Sells DR on TikTok. Okay, this is my wife. You're going to go to Josie Sells DR. You're going to scroll back to one of her first posts. Her third post that she ever posted. Okay, first of all, her first post that she ever posted, she does luxury real estate down here. We both do, but she's the primary agent. I just focus on the networking. Her first post that she made on the platform got 7,500 views. Okay, let's check how many likes. Let me pause this. 600 likes, 45 comments on her first post. The second post that she made, where she talks about investing in the Dominican Republic, got 19,500 views, and it got 1,700 likes, 86 comments. Her third post on the platform, guys, third post on the platform, 119,000 views, 7,000 likes, and 260 comments, okay? Where else, let me ask you a question. Where else can you go and make a post and potentially get 100,000 or more views on your post for real estate other than TikTok? Where can you go and do that? You can't do that anywhere, okay? And I want to stress to you the importance of this. This is so important. My wife has gotten 3 high-end clients from TikTok now that have flown to see her from that one TikTok post. Okay. So if you're not posting content on social media and you're not actually connecting and generating opportunities with it, I want you to listen to this podcast again. I want you to go back. And if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching it on Instagram, if you're wherever you're watching it, go to High Performance Agents on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. That's where we are right now. And re-listen to this, because this is the framework you need to generate the opportunities that you want and build your business. Okay. This is extremely, extremely important that you guys understand this. Now, I'm going to quickly wrap this up because I got to go. I got another meeting. And I want you guys to understand quickly the 6 things that we went over. Number 1, know your audience. Number 2, connect to their desires and what their desired benefits are. Number 3, use what they consume. Use the content they consume. Number 4 is to use their language. Number 5 is to utilize the algorithm to your benefit. YouTube Shorts, so that people can search your stuff. TikTok, Reels on Instagram and Facebook. Use the algorithm to your advantage. And then the last one is to create call to actions every 2 to 4 posts. Okay. Call to actions that generate people to take action and reach out to you. Now, guys, if you want more real estate content like this, If you want to learn more about how I coach my clients to get from 5 to 6 figures in real estate, or from 6 figures to 7 figures in real estate, if you want to learn how I coach them to not only get in the best shape of their goddamn lives, but to generate, manifest more listings, manifest more deals, put more deals through, generate higher GCI, have greater confidence, walk into a room and demand energy, presence, and respect, then I want you to join High Performance Agents. Okay? We have an ever expanding, ever growing group on Facebook right now that's dedicated to providing the best real estate content on the apps, on the internet for realtors. Okay? It's not just me in there. It's also other agents doing 500K or more in GCI. That's who I use for my podcast. That's who I use to bring you guys content. So make sure that if you're in real estate and you want to learn more and you want to join our referral network community, you want to learn from some of the best in the business, then join High Performance Agents for free on YouTube. Okay? Join it. See you guys soon. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Take it easy.